Szanowni Państwo, przed nami kolejna rozmowa, kolejny gość tutaj na scenie pawilonu Amerykańskiej Izby Handlowej w Polsce, a naszym gościem jest pan Bart Buyse, reprezentujący Lufthansa, linie lotnicze Lufthansa. Witam niezwykle serdecznie. Hello, welcome.
Hello.
Okay, Lufthansa is a member of American Chamber of Commerce in Poland, and also you participate in the discussion summarizing 25 years of freedom, democracy, democratic transition in Poland, and also foreign investments, American investments in Poland. What, in your opinion, is the key of the success of Polish reforms, Polish democratic and economic transition?
Well, let me start by saying, of course, that we are very happy to be here today as an official or the official airline of the Economical Forum in Krynica. So we are very happy. Also, as you correctly mentioned, for the first time, Lufthansa is a member of the American Chamber of Commerce, of AmCham. And I think Lufthansa is even the only airline which is a member of the AmCham in Poland. Of course, Poland is extremely important for Lufthansa due to the fact that we have been operating in the market since over 40 years. Actually, our first flight was to Warsaw in 1971. And ever since we entered the market, we have increased capacity on a yearly basis. It is like this, that for the moment, we are flying from 8 origins out of Poland to our hubs in Germany, but also in Austria with Austrian Airlines, with Swiss to Zurich, and with Brussels Airlines to Brussels. In this more than 40 years, we have been active in the Polish market. Of course, I have not been there from the beginning, but still, I know that a lot of things have changed, and the way Poland has been developing has been very beneficial also for Lufthansa. Lufthansa has managed to become, let's say, the second biggest airline in the Polish market. We are just slightly smaller than the home carrier, which is LOT. And I can even say that here in Krynica, we are playing on home turf. We are playing in our backyard because we're close to Krakow, and Krakow, we are having 11 daily flights. 11 daily flights. So I can say that in the Polish regions, Lufthansa is the leading international network airline. We have market shares which are in the legacy segment, which are more than 50%. This has been made available by a country which was very open to our investment, to this foreign investment, let's say, and which has given us the possibility to constantly grow. We grew in this year, again, 50% in capacity, and we were able to sell this additional capacity brilliantly in the market as well.
Okay, what are the main lessons learned during this period?
Well, that's a very good question. Most of the airlines operating in the legacy segment in the Polish market concentrate on the capital, on Warsaw. Since many years, Lufthansa has concentrated equally or even a bit more on the Polish regions because of the fact that that Poland is such a big country, and road infrastructure and train network is not perfect yet. Hopefully it will be in the future, but it's not perfect yet. There is the big necessity for people living in the Polish regions to be able to fly from their backyard, from a regional airport, to, let's say, any destination in the world. And this is where Lufthansa is trying to help, let's say, the Polish community in the Polish regions, and that's for us the biggest learning, I would say. The fact that it is possible to work in the regions in such a successful way as I would say nearly the only big international airline. All the other airlines are concentrating predominantly on the capital.
Do you think that you could do anything different way? More, faster?
Well, you can always further improve, let's say, and I'm pretty sure. I mentioned the fact that Lufthansa has increased capacity in the Polish regions by 50% this year, and okay, in total in Poland approximately 40%. Obviously, we are not at our end point yet. We will continue to grow. We will continue to further optimize our network in the Polish market. And this is, I mean, what can we do differently? Yes, there are probably still some white spots which we could potentially move in on the long term.
And what are, from your point of view, your personal point of view, the highlights of Polish entrepreneurship spirit? Well,
I have worked in my career in different markets. I'm Belgian national, working for a German airline, having lived for a long time in the UK. I used to work in Russia for quite some time as well, and now since 3.5 years, I have been working in the Polish market. And what I can definitely say is that Polish entrepreneurship is at the highest level. I mean, if I compare with all the other markets I have some experience in, you see that we are working in a country where the people are very willing to further develop. And I think it is brilliant. I mean, for Poland citizens, and I would say even for Poland, the sky is the limit. I mean, Poland will continue to grow. If I look at our Lufthansa network in Europe, when I started working in Poland, Poland was the 12th biggest market in Europe for Lufthansa. Now, Poland is the 8th biggest market, and we're very close to becoming the 7th biggest market. That's just showing, I mean, the progress which is going on in Poland. The pace of development is fantastic. And I mean, we are very glad, of course, to be able to take part in that.
Okay, thank you. Well, we are celebrating 25th anniversary of first democratic elections and, you know, the freedom, democracy, democratic transition. What would be your wishes for us, to Poland, for next 25 years? Well,
I definitely see still potential for more growth. I think from an infrastructure point of view, there are still a lot of things which need to be done. I mean, yes, now all the Polish cities have, let's say, nice airports, and there are in nearly every Polish city there is a very good football stadium, which are always the two most important things city governors want to have. I think there is still a need to continue to work on the infrastructure, the road infrastructure, the train infrastructure as well. And of course, I mean, a second thing, I would hope that the world situation and the crisis in the neighboring countries is being solved very quickly. Because at the end of the day, we of course don't want Poland to have negative consequences of what is going on in the world.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I still have a small present for you, actually. Here you go, a Lufthansa key hanger. I mean, very beautiful one.
Thank you very much, thank you. Szanowni Państwo, Bart Buyse z Lufthansa był naszym gościem. Bardzo serdecznie dziękujemy i prosimy o brawa.